All right, here's an update on what's going on right now. The latest, we have just been issued a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to be for Pawnee County and also for areas of southwestern Osage County. Let's look at this area a little bit more in close detail. Right now we have Brandon, who's located just to the north of Jennings. He'll be intercepting the storm along with Pascal, who's on the north side. So far, most of Osage County is relatively quiet. We have rain, and then we also have the overshooting tops that have been across this area out to the west of us. And then we have the cloud anvil, which is located just across this area. So we're getting some rain and lightning strikes in a few of these areas, but the heaviest of the rain and potential for hail cores located just near Pawnee. This is tracking to the northeast. This will be till 10:15. So this is the latest on this particular storm. So if you're in these areas, just be advised this is increased in intensity fairly quickly right in here. Further to the south, we continue with very strong thunderstorm activity across the area. Most of these areas of showers and thunderstorms have been locally heavy, and what we're looking at again is a potential, and I'm going to repeat this a couple of times here over the next few minutes, but we're going to be looking at little eddies, little locations where there's little circulation features, because that's one of the issues that is common with these storms. Right now, hail indicators and storm analysis of what's going on, the areas of magenta indicate where we could have some small hail. So far, we've been fortunate. We haven't had a whole lot of reports of really large size hail, so that is good news. Velocities, though, at this time, we're looking for very strong winds across the area, so we're going to keep an eye on that. Also, we're going to give you a complete severe weather update, which is coming up just basically right now. So if you just hang on for a minute, we'll be with you.
From News on 6, this is a severe weather update.
Hey, good evening. Chief Meteorologist Travis Meyer, Lacey Swope, Mike Grogan, Stephen Nairns, and our entire storm teams are out tonight. We have a lot of weather going on. I just mentioned on our CW newscast that we are with a severe thunderstorm warning right now. This is a new one. This is until 10:15 for southwestern portions of Osage County and also Pawnee County. In relationship to Tulsa, here's Tulsa, so you can see that this is tracking to the north. This will track across central and eastern Osage County if it holds together. A little closer inspection on this particular cell indicates that we do have an increase in intensity with this, and so we're getting some hail reports, potential hail reports right now. Radar indicated from Glencoe and then extending back on just northwest of Pawnee. As that tracks northeast, Hominy, western Osage County, you guys could get some gusty winds and some small hail with that. Fortunately, right now, no tornado risk. And we have Brandon there. Pascal's just a little bit to the north, so we're going to cut off this storm. We'll know more about that. Also, severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for central portions of Payne County and eastern Payne County as this storm has moved through Stillwater and continues track to the east from Ingalls and then also moving in on Cushing. JD's basically right at Drumright intercepting this particular storm. So winds of 60 miles per hour and nickel-size hail possible here. Further to the south, we have as well strong to severe thunderstorms that continue in this line. Vaughn is on that particular storm. I'll talk to him in just a moment, but we're looking at that leading edge now, eastern Lincoln County near Stroud, and then you can see around Depew, and then extending back down to Paden. This is the leading edge for that line of storms. Winds 60 to 65 miles per hour, and we could have some hail that could be chunky, but at this point we've had minimal reports of really big-time hail, so we're pretty lucky. A little further south on I-40 at this moment, thunderstorm activity is rolling right along. You can see Tom and Rob and Darren's there, and I think Val's underneath all that as well. There's Val near Little, and this system is moving to the east. We've had tornado warnings in effect for some of these areas. Let's go to Darren with a quick update. Darren, can you tell us what's going on in your area? I can tell it's dark.
Yeah, Travis, it is, and I'm hoping that you guys can see this lowering, that it shifted slightly south of I-40. We're exactly 2 miles to the east of the Seminole exit on I-40. But as this storm approaches you, those little eddies, as you called it, you'll get those quick little spin-ups, and you'll see a brief lowering on it, and that's what we just saw as you were describing it, right along just to the south of I-40, Travis. We'll keep tracking it. Back to you.
All right. Hey, I appreciate it very much. So thanks, Darren. Again, it's hard to see because it's obviously nighttime. We've also have a new severe thunderstorm warning just issued now for southwestern portions of Creek County, and that's for this wind gust. These winds themselves are very strong. So this whole leading edge of this as it moves across now into western Okfuskee County could be approaching 70 miles an hour, maybe even higher. This is off the surface, but that doesn't mean that we couldn't have 80 mile an hour winds near surface, and that's coming in on western Osage and also southwestern portions of Creek County. You guys, this is big time winds for this area. Vaughn is in the middle of it. Let's go to a quick update from Vaughn. Vaughn, what do you have on this?
Yeah, Travis, I'm on I-44. I headed up the Turner Turnpike, just approaching Stroud, and you are right. The winds here I've been experiencing at least 60-mile-an-hour winds along the turnpike. So anybody traveling turnpike or anybody along this part of this line, most of this is straight line winds right now, but they can do a lot of damage, Travis. Haven't seen any hail, extreme amounts of rain, and, of course, the winds. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Vaughn. Appreciate it. So again, what's going on in this situation? Pretty rough because this is going to happen pretty fast. That line continues down the south where a severe thunderstorm warnings. I don't see a tornado warning at this particular moment, but they're right along this leading edge is what we're really concerned with. So since this is accelerating, Lacey's been watching this closely to find out what's going to happen and how soon is it going to be in Tulsa. Here's a quick timeline from Lacey. What do you have? Yeah, right now on Links 3, I've got the latest timeline because everything is accelerating right now, moving at about 45 miles per hour. Could accelerate to as fast as 50. That's going to put it in Bristow here at 10:06. Okay, coming up the Turner Turnpike, we just had a wind gust to 61 miles per hour in Chandler. Okay, right around the turnpike. Push these storms and these strong winds are moving to the northeast. This will be in Bartlesville by 10:41 on the northern edge. The Tulsa area still by about 10:45. Sperry by 10:51. Owasso by 11 and Henrietta by about 11 o'clock. And of course, we're talking about the damaging wind threat, and we still have that potential to have a spin up or two, a brief spin up along the line. That's what we're watching for, Travis. All right. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it, Lacey. So again, as we look at what's going on, severe thunderstorm warnings now till 10:15 in Pawnee and also western Osage County, 10:30 for Creek County, extreme western portion of Okmulgee County. That's getting close to Tulsa, where we really didn't want it. But that's the situation going on. We'll have much more information coming up in just a little bit. Keep it here. We'll keep you advised. All right, Travis, thank you. Well, a Green Country paramedic is making Oklahoma history.
Catherine Erickson is the Tulsa Police Department Special Operation Team's first woman to become a tactical paramedic. Erickson will go into crisis situations alongside the Tulsa Special Operations Team. She paired her almost 10 years as a paramedic and EMS instructor with hours of training to prepare for the physical and mental demands of the job.
As a woman getting into this industry, it's not without its challenges, and you have to work almost twice as hard.
Erickson says she's dedicating her accomplishment to her 19-year-old daughter who's serving right now in Afghanistan.
All right, coming up, what the Thunder's general manager said about Oklahoma City's disappointing finish to the season.
And whether head coach Billy Donovan will be back next year. John has sports next.